Okay, it's recording. They can now hear the music. Somebody say something?
Testing.
Poggers.
Okay, they can hear that, but I have to turn on the music. Let's click this. All right. That was weird.
Did you fix it?
No.
Oh, did you want to fix it?
No, I can just do it manually by clicking on OBS, but I
Alright.
can't. The Stream Deck is not controlling it. Like Stream Deck is controlling everything but slobs. It's like Stream Deck and slobs must be misaligned with an update that they did recently. That's the only thing I could think that could happen. Could have happened.
Yeah, I think that might be because it's a full moon. So
Yeah,
It is Friday the
Mercury
13th.
is, retrograde.
It is Friday the 13th. So,
Maybe a couple other planets.
or for Steve, it's Saturday the 14th. So what's up, everybody? How we doing?
also, it's not a full moon. I lied.
It's Saturday the 14th for Jake, but Jake is not here because Jake is not a real person. So what's up, guys? How you doing?
I'm tired.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, Rena? Last night, I got one of those nights where I slept about 10 hours and woke up and felt like I slept about 30 minutes. You know those nights?
Yes.
Don't you
I
love
know
those
exactly
nights?
what you're talking about. Yeah, they're the best. Yeah, absolutely.
Where you're like, what is
Aren't you
it?
the guy who says 4 hours is enough always?
Generally speaking, but sometimes your brain just goes, it's a heat wave. You can go fuck yourself. And you're like, oh, hi, Cryptic. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know?
Cryptic shows up.
Wait, so the part of my brain that's being mean to me is cryptic? Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
more or less. Hold on, let me,
Oh.
Here you go. This is the authentic background.
'Cause it looks like he complimented you there.
He's more or less said it's not Wednesday, dumbass. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So what's up? So Rena, I'm sorry that you had a rough day.
Oh, it's all good.
But I know that you have a great husband. He's kind. He's already made sure that you are fed with the most nutritious of meals, and he's already working on
He
making
is
you.
cooking, yeah.
He's working on getting you a great alcoholic beverage to go with your.
I wish.
Yep.
Can I have a mule, please?
See, he's a great husband, and so he's going to get these. See, he's the kind of person that the rest of us husbands aspire to be like. See, I just go to the store and buy flowers, and then like put them on the table as soon as she comes home. There's flowers, and I go, I did no work. I cut some stems. But Cryptic is going to make a great mule, probably the best mule you've ever had, right, Cryptic? And Messy, what's your husband going to do for you?
I just
make
pay
you
the
a meal
rent.
too.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
all I
what?
do.
Oh, you just pay the rent?
Yep, that's it. It's enough.
I mean, I think you need to up your portion because Rena has to go to work all the time, so you should probably toss in a little bit more so she can stream a bit more often. Don't you think?
No, I only have to pay for the
Dude,
doggy bed that we
you
use,
are way
clearly.
bigger than I remember. That is a tiny can.
Hmm?
See, I remember
it's
you being a
just-
small
I,
person, but that is a
You
all
got-
right.
you got more?
You guys caught me. I hit puberty. Yesterday. I'm really
hell?
excited about it. Thank you for noticing.
that is the,
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is going on? It was like when you see Andre the Giant hold a Coke can, and you're like, what is this
He
monstrosity?
just like squeezes it.
Ah.
Kind of blending into your green screen though.
Yeah.
Well, it's green because it's Canada Dry.
Well, it's funny because it lets you know that the
Not
background
sponsored.
behind him is not real. Because it's green screens and it's off screen.
What? It's so real.
Just like this one. This background is so real.
Yeah.
Definitely my
yeah.
office.
I don't
Yeah,
see
I know your
anything
table
clipping
moved.
between your fingers.
Nothing.
Or anything. Yeah. Well,
What does your shirt say?
It's actually a little
Might
inappropriate. I've had it for like a long time. It's
it's got elbow. Oh my god. Just saying.
Just saying. Okay, just saying what?
it's
Oh god,
oh.
now I see it. Never mind. You don't need to explain. That's where did you get that?
I bought this when I was like, I don't know.
SesameStreet.com. It's real merch.
Yeah. I bought this a long time, like, I don't know. It's old. The shirt is probably about
That's
15
like-
years old.
That's like one of those shirts you see that those sidewalk, like in New York City, the people that sell T-shirts on the sidewalk sell. It's like they're it's
Yeah.
one of the front ones that all the tourists are like, "Oh, that's so clever." I'm gonna
Scott
buy
saw that and was like,
sweetie."
you know what
And
I
they
need?
buy it.
I saw it because
Shirt?
Yeah.
the shirt's older than my relationship with Brittany. I got it because it was creepy. You know what I mean? I got it because I was like,
Does she
this
know you
is
still
so
have
creepy. Of course. Of course. I actually accidentally wore it once when I was at the grocery store. Like I put it on because I was getting dressed to go to the grocery store and I had Rory with me. And like an old lady was like, oh, that's so cute. And I was like, I shouldn't be wearing this right now. But no, this is actually, okay, I'm going to say
You're
like
like,
a
yeah,
boomer
get
for a
it?
second.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
This
Do you
is
get
from
it?
when
No,
shirts.
Do you
don't
get it?
point
It
it
says-
out.
This
Why
is-
would you-
This is from when shirts were actually made well. Like I have a Marvel T-shirt that has like a bunch of people playing poker, and it looks all beat up and old. But I literally bought that when I was 18, and I'm able to still wear it. I'm 35 now. It's a 17-year-old shirt, and it looks beat up and old the way that you buy shirts nowadays just already look that way. Except nowadays, when you buy them a year later, they just have holes in them because shirts
That's super
nowadays aren't
cool.
made the same.
So interested.
Wow.
Messi, guess what?
Nothing's made the same anymore.
Guess what?
Quality's
Huh.
really gone down.
On my way home from work, I
Whatever
saw
makes Grandpa stop talking.
a car that has that had the license plate that said it just said Pog. That's it. That's all
But it was-
Just three
but,
letters?
but yeah, it's just Pog.
It was probably
And it-
referencing slammers and pogs, though.
But here's the part that confused me, right? Is that it was a veteran's license plate? Like, oh my, okay.
Prisoner of Guantanamo.
Oh my
Probably a
god,
Twitch mod.
Twitch mod. And then it had runes on the like where stick, where the stick family usually goes. It was runes instead. So I was very confused by this vehicle. But
You saying that veterans
Witcher
can't be
fan.
nerds?
Cool.
No, I'm not. I was just confused because most,
Why can't vets be
listen,
nerds?
Scott, you're the one who talks about the area that I live in all the time, right? It's not something that I am commonly finding.
Listen, just
you know
because
what I'm
Marjorie Taylor Greene does lots of town halls in your state doesn't mean that you can't have nerds there.
Ron DeSantis came to
They're just
Jacksonville
very
yesterday.
rare.
Oh boy, how fun was that?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
didn't go.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway, with that,
Where's
Egg
Tyler?
Tyler's looking really good.
Tyler, keep us on point.
You told Tyler he couldn't play today because he demanded in his contract that he gets one naked day a year, and he wanted to redeem it today. And you said there weren't supposed to be naked days, something about Twitch TOS. So Tyler got all mad at you, and you guys screamed at each other for about 10 minutes, and then he left.
Wait, are boy nipples not allowed anymore?
They
no,
shouldn't
he
be. I'm just- I
wanted to
don't
be
know. I have
full
no idea.
frontal.
Oh, that's not possible. Yeah, that's not possible. But if you want to do like nipple tassel, he could definitely have a naked day. He just can't stand up.
Yeah, and I remember you telling him that, and he just said that it was all or nothing, and you said, "Well, I'm sorry, man," and then he said he left. He didn't even say goodbye.
Oh, hi, Swirl. Sorry, we're being chatty with one another. Rena,
Hey, Swirl.
we're gonna start getting ooh, hello. Hello, William.
I will.
Wow. It just,
Hey, William. Cam Newton played so well last night. I fell asleep. After he got sacked, I was like, "Oh,
Was there a
it's
you guys
preseason.
had a practice game?
It's preseason.
Scrimmage?
Yeah, it was.
You guys had a little backyard tussle?
Cam Newton is such trash. He's so awful. We played against the Washingtons because they're still having a hard time coming up with a
won.
name. Oh, did we? Oh,
You won.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, you won. You won with 3 field goals in the first 3 quarters,
Yeah, he's a rookie too.
and then I'm assuming they took Cam Newton out, and Mac Jones played and did really well.
He came in, I think, still in the first quarter. They took Cam Newton out in like the first quarter.
I'm kind of
He's just
worried
trash.
now that Mac Jones came out and played really well.
I kind of hope that we replace Cam Newton with Mac Jones because he's just straight trash. I'm sorry, I did
I don't
not
think
want
Mac Jones should be starting in any capacity right now. I really don't.
I did not want Cam Newton to begin with. I don't like Cam Newton. I think he's a terrible player. He was good for 1 year, and then he's been absolutely awful since. But still likes to pretend like he's the GOAT. So it's like, oh,
Number
gosh.
1 draft pick QB plays tomorrow at 7 p.m.
All right, we ready to go, Rena? You want to cue us in? Want to tell us where the story left off before we scare everybody?
okay. did we do last? Well, okay, we
You did a
threw
lot of
Ophios
things.
in the crock pot. That was the big thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, okay, but before that, we it was like an entire ordeal trying to figure out how to get down to the lab again. Once the Emperor showed up, the Emperor and Kroll, I should say, Kroll.
Crawl. Yep.
Correct. Yeah, Kroll. Okay. Yeah, that was a weird, long conversation, but eventually we figured out that by putting some of us in the hole.
Ooh.
Closing it up, and then having Kroll use I don't know if it was his spell that he used, or I think it was his spell that he used. Right, and then we're the ones who were going to use the potion to get us down there. Anyway, the spell turns him into like mist or like I guess smoke, some more how you described it, to like weave his way down to the lab. Somehow we were fine within the hole. We didn't, but it took kind of a long time to get down there, and we almost suffocated.
By we, you mean?
I mean me. I mean, I passed out, and they found no pulse, and they were just kind of like, "Oh, okay, she's probably dead." And Kroll was like, "Hey, the hole's really cool. Was it hers?" And they're like, "Dude, no," like. And then they were like, Ophios is like, "Oh, it's fine. I'll wake her back up." And then I come to, and Cole's like, "Oh, damn, she's alive. I can't take the hole." And they're like, "No, dude, can't take the hole." Anyway, I'm fine. Luckily enough, but we basically get to work. But I feel like another important thing to mention is that after they turn into like this mist or whatever, the Emperor kind of goes off on his own. He like separates a little bit from Kroll. Like they can't separate completely, but like he goes off on his own to like explore the area and like figure out what's down here, while Kroll uses Speak with Dead on one of the mole zombies that we had killed down here. Yeah, and then in that conversation, he basically figured out that they had never experimented on this loco. Is that right?
We kind of already knew that they didn't really experiment with this loco. That was something that Tyler had kind of discovered beforehand, but they realized that they had experimented on something else before. Supposedly, they experimented on what is known as, what's his name? Or in theory, they said that they created Snaga the Abusive, the god.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually really interesting.
Yeah.
But it makes sense why the statues are in these like mole places. Because like for a while we could figure out why, or like what the connection was between the two. Like, oh, it just happens to be here. Like, kind of convenient. But we never really questioned it, and I didn't even think about it until he said that. So anyway, yeah, so we find that out, but then he's kind of Kroll's like wanted us to keep it on the down low when the Emperor returns. He's just kind of like, let's not talk about it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Kroll's the kind of person that likes to process stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He kind of molds stuff over. Sorry,
okay.
he's the racist.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, he likes to mold stuff over, and so he's like, let's just keep this on the DL for a minute.
Right.
And then the Emperor came back. Ahead, Rena.
Yeah, he came back, and then he was like, okay, well, this is what I found. Blah blah. Like, this is let's get started with the experiment or whatever. We didn't do too much other than that down there.
Well, not down there, but you did have the giant fight. So.
Oh, well, that was way before this. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
Okay, cool. So two things I want to point out, and then we're going to actually get started here. First thing I want to point out, is Tyler's not going to be here for a few weeks because he is off gallivanting with, I don't know, whatever it is that he's doing. I totally don't know at all. Definitely know nothing. So he's doing a thing.
We'll be able to tell you later, chat. Sorry. Nothing right now.
Yeah. Let's just say that pants are optional.
I can't wait till OnlyFans 2 releases. Dude. Oh,
I
no.
Right now it's onlyfans.com/Tyfro. Next one is /Guyfro. It's crazy.
Next one is OnlyFans /Tyfro was taken. So check that out when it comes out.
Like, wow, his hair is considerably shorter. Anyways, moving on. And the other thing I wanted to point out is while he's not here, we're going to be continuing with the story that pertains to Messi's character before we move on. One of the things that we discussed for the final season of the campaign that might be fun to add to these characters is them having what are they called? Limit breakers, like finishing moves. But we're not going to actually introduce those until we go into the last season, just because we're still kind of like playing with the idea of how this kind of thing works. So if you have suggestions for limit breaker-esque things that you think would be fun for the characters, remember the way those work is that when a hype train ensues and it levels up from 1 to 5, after it's completed, we get to vote for who gets the hype train from level 1 to 5, whatever that is completed. You get to vote for who gets that, and then get to use a limit breaker of that ability. So suggestions on what you think the abilities might be based off of what you know about the characters. You know what I mean? Like, do you see Messi's character? Oh, you guys switched places. I totally didn't realize you were in the wrong spots. But that was because you ended the call. You had to hop out of the call earlier. Anyways, oh, no, I fixed it already. Yeah. So,
I was
would you
trying to
see
break it. Sorry.
Messi's character do something like, what's his name? Nightcrawler from X-Men, like, that's my teleportation noises, in case you didn't know.
Can I hear a lightsaber
It's
noise?
very
real quick?
good. It's very, yeah, very close to the lightsaber.
We are.
What was that? What was that?
Oh, it's okay. That's okay. What's the other noise we like to do? What was that? Oh, the Witcher medallion noise. We all know that depends on the setting. It is. It's either like a or like a
No,
like a
nope. Shut up. Okay, you know what?
Oh, sorry. All right, cool.
It's a combat only finishing move.
Hello,
I'll
HR.
ask.
It's not necessarily finishing moves. It's just combat moves. They are combat abilities. Yeah. So Rena, if you see something tossed in chat, Messi, if you see something tossed in chat that you like, totally copy and paste it into our secret chat that we have. Cool. Awesome. Let's get it started. So he's inside the tank, and the tank starts to fill with this liquid. As it fills up with
You're
the
just full
liquid
of
inside
such
there.
weird noises today.
The liquid is a thick, viscous, clear liquid, as we discussed beforehand, because it's made out of some sort of specialized
Glue.
material that they use to do these kind of experiments. You guys were able to try to kind of like take from the other tanks and force them into one tank to make sure that there was enough in there that he would actually be able to have the experiment done. And you didn't have enough for that. Unfortunately, you spilled a little in doing so, and because of that, you didn't have enough left over to do a proper experiment to see how well it works with his body. We're going to have to hope for the best in this scenario. We honestly are having some doubts as to whether or not it'll work. So cross your fingers on that one, right? Because it's supposed to work on more or less a baby, or like an egg. But we did have Tyler make the first of his 6 saves, and it was successful. It was actually, he beat a DC 20, which is awesome. Whatever the DC might actually be, doesn't matter. He beat a 20 for his intelligence save. So that's good news. But with the rest of the stuff, we'll have to find out. Your characters are in there, and you see him kind of going in to this thing. And you can actually start to see, like, there's excitement and whatnot inside of Ophiuchus' face. But as the tank starts to fill up till the liquid goes over his head to the point where he just can't breathe anymore, you can start to see there's, like, genuine nervousness, almost a panic in Ophiuchus' eyes. Now, mind you, Ophiuchus is reptilian. He doesn't have the typical mammalian eyes that you're accustomed to there as emotive. But the two of you know him as well as you, oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I didn't
He
see that
doesn't
one
even
coming.
eat. He doesn't eat.
A
He
big
can't
sandwich.
eat anymore.
No, that should
Asshole.
be. That's actually perfect, Viking. It's like a golden sandwich. Oh, maybe like a weapon though.
He's like, what is it? What is it? Level 5 foot long.
Oh my god.
Right for the hype train, level 5 foot long.
Oh god.
If you're not American, I hope that you get the joke. Oh. All right. Anyways. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that was just really funny. Okay. Experiment 625. I don't get it. Oh, is it Lilo and Stitch? I don't know. I was born in the 80s. Lilo and Stitch wasn't that good of a movie.
Wow.
I saw it. I don't remember if it's good or not. I just remember
Says
that
the guy wearing the Elmo shirt.
It's very good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like I just remember the character being an asshole. That's all I can remember is that Stitch is kind of an asshole. That's really all I remember from that movie. So I'm sure it's cute though. All right. Anyways, the where were we? Okay, genuine panic in his eyes. As you see like the liquid go over his head and he can't breathe anymore. But then just as if somebody was drowning, like legitimately drowning, there's that moment where he's like and he can't breathe anymore. And then eventually just like the brain, like when you're drowning, gets filled with like serotonin or whatever, and you almost hit like peaceful like state. And you can just see he just starts like floating in the tank. Like he's drowned and died. And it's one of those like
Pog.
Did it work?
is that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
And then as you guys are seeing that he's kind of like having this state where occasionally he'll even do like a twitch or whatever in the tank. I don't know how your characters immediately reacts to that.
I mean, would something okay, hang on. No, I guess not. I was gonna ask if something similar had happened the last time, but I forget that it was like he was already in the tank and wouldn't have. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I don't know how much my character would understand that anyway. She'd probably just ask the Emperor, like, now what?
We wait. Kroll looks and says, he looks dead. And the Emperor just continues looking at him and says, I don't think he is.
You don't think?
I think it's just taking toll. And then the Emperor will turn and look at you. He's in kind of an ectoplasmic state. You know what I mean? So he turns to look at you. And he says, what do you expect? We don't do these experiments on adults. I've told you this before.
Sorry, I know, I just thought. I don't know what to expect.
Kroll looks at the Emperor and says,
I'm gonna whisper to him through psychic channels and see if he responds to that.
Doesn't respond.
This might be a bad idea.
Ophios? Oh.
Okay.
He's just like,
Yeah, I was worried that might be happening.
Oh, God.
No response.
What was that? What was that from? Where he's just screaming for... Oh, it was a really bad movie I watched with a bunch of people that couldn't die over the course of like centuries. I think it had Charlize Theron in it. And there's like a whole bunch of people that like couldn't die. And people are trying to like capture them to do experiments on them to learn how to like...
Cars 2.
I don't remember what it was. It was recent. It was a really bad movie. I think it came out on Netflix or something recently. It was like really bad.
Oh,
The Old Guard. Yeah, The Old Guard. It was so bad. But there was a person that was like trapped in the bottom of the ocean that's just been screaming for like a couple thousand years or something. Just as they
Zombie
die over and
heist.
over again. Anyways, moving on. So the no response. And Kroll just looks at you. So Kroll looks at the Emperor and says, "Can you check?" And the Emperor, seemingly annoyed, kind of shudders. And as he shudders, you can see like the ectoplasm that makes his, his corporeal form just kind of like sheds off of him. And it was a little bit of splattering about, almost like a shaking dog. But for the most part, it just kind of goes down onto the ground beneath him, making him his incorporeal state again. And then he starts to float through and reach through the tank. And he reaches in and actually reaches his hand into Ophios. And as he reaches his hand to Ophios, he stays there for a couple moments. And then he comes back out and says, he lives.
Good. So how long?
A while.
Cool.
Could be weeks. Could be months. We don't do experiments on adults. It just leads to death. No benefit. It's like waiting for your husband to make you a Moscow mule for a good half hour. It's pointless and agonizing.
He said he was gonna bring it with dinner.
Sorry.
He's like, that's what I said in chat. I'm like, no, you didn't.
We can scroll up, baby.
He yelled at
We
me.
can scroll up.
I
Look at
sent you a
cryptic.
photo.
All right. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways, so that's how the Emperor says. Not the Moscow meal part, though.
This is. Should we just wait? There's nothing beyond this that we have to do.
Well, I've already told you multiple times, actually, that we can't stay here. We have tasks that we now have to do. As tedious and... We need to leave so we can head back home.
So, how do we know when he's ready to come out?
It's a really good question.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
We usually leave them in there until they hatch. Then after they hatch, we alter the serum slightly to expedite the aging process. But that's clearly not what you're doing here.
How long does that typically take?
Depends on the experiments, how understood the outcome is supposed to be. Usually takes about as long as incubation period. Could be a couple weeks normally. But again, you're doing something more drastic here. Weeks, months. I imagine it would not take a full year.
And if he wakes up and no one's here?
He
We're
won't
just
be
supposed
able
to
to
sit there?
wake. That serum will keep whatever he becomes sedated. If you see him moving, that's probably because he's not alive.
Well, I guess we should probably
Rice.
find someone who lives close by, who lives close by that
Bread, what the hell?
that can check on him every now and then.
He
Until he's ready to come out.
he looks, when you say that, he looks to Rena, expecting Rena to give a response. Well, I say Crow looks to Rena. The Emperor is just staring at the tank at this point.
I mean, we can we can ask Aslan, but I don't know. We need to provide some way for him to get down here if he's even willing to do it. Plus, without that potion again, the only other way down here is through the statue, and we can't do that without. Well, that's loco.
Scott, is Aslan within a mile of me?
Yes, he is. He would be inside the university right now. Hmm. Do you have to see him to?
Can
No,
I-
you don't. You, as long as he's within a mile, you can make this happen, right? Someone's getting their drinky. Woo
Yeah.
woo.
Okay, yeah. So I'll. Can I use that 7, or do I need to waste another die on this?
No. You're fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll reach out to Aslan mentally and open with something so he's not scared. Let's see. Hey Aslan, it's Yondis. Can you read me?
Copy. No, he says. He says. He says, "Is everything well?"
Yes. Ophios has decided to go through with his experimentation, and we've been alerted to the fact that he'll need to be down here for some time, possibly months. If we find a way for you to come down here, do you think you could stay in the area and check on him and take him out when he's done?
I don't know if that's
fucking
possible.
Cookie, sorry.
I don't know if that's possible. Perhaps if I had the cloak that you were talking about beforehand, but I believe that cloak only works once a day, correct?
Right. Yeah.
So that means I'd be removed from my duties for a full day when perhaps Leon would need me more often than that.
Oh, if you time it right? Isn't that how we used it before?
Yeah, theoretically you could go down at night and come back up in the morning. It's just, you'd have to stay up late. I guess I tie Rena into this as well and should keep her in the loop.
You hear silence for a little bit. I don't know if you say anything else or if you just allow the silence to pass.
We could also try to refine that potion of mist that we got and make something more reliable or give you more uses in it. Maybe we could recreate it somehow.
On the contrary, I was actually thinking something else. We are, as you heard me and Ophio speaking about beforehand, moving a clutch into the area. They'll be along the mountain ridges just outside the valley. That's where we'll be setting up a little operation. Perhaps they could find a cave network that brings them close to the area and start burrowing upwards. I don't know how long it would take them to do that. That's not a process I typically take part in, but I do know they use Sloko magics to accomplish this. So perhaps we can make a tunnel that goes up to there from below.
Not in my mind, but with words, I'd ask Kroll and the Emperor, what do you think's like the minimum amount of time it would take for him to finish? Like, I know you said months, but do you have any idea if when someone would have to come down here next at the soonest?
The Emperor will turn to you and respond. He's still in his incorporeal state. He turns to you and responds, weeks, perhaps 3 minimum. That's my guess. I could be wrong.
Okay, and then
I mostly
back
expect
in mental,
failure.
I'd say, yeah. Thank you, Emperor. Back in mental, he'd say to Aslan, it's looking like a month at the soonest. I worry of leaving him in too long, so I don't know if this is something you could have up and running in a month, this network, or maybe we could use the cape in the meanwhile if we can get it back to you in time.
I will do what I can to assist, but I make no promises in this matter. While I, of course, support in every way possible, aiding Ophios in his tasks, I have my own tasks. Each Sloko has their own responsibilities to our overall plans. I must see to my own successes and cannot jeopardize those.
Maybe there's something we could offer that might bump us up in priority for you?
Perhaps if you can
Maybe
convince...
an item you need, or
perhaps if you can
done.
convince Leon the importance of this. But as it stands, Leon doesn't even know that you came back down here to do this experiment. As previously discussed,
Is he
I
in
don't
town?
know if he would be interested in your having done this. And yes, he of course is.
And what do you need from him? Just an okay to work on this project?
If you can get the okay from him, but again, I do not expect that you'll be able to do so.
I can be charming when I need to, Aslan.
You hear no response.
I'll take that as begrudgingly accepting. Okay.
For the record,
I guess the terms are set.
pizza dough
I'll
is
let you
absolutely
know.
bread. Pizza dough is absolutely bread, but I would be more than willing to give up pizza before I'd be
dough's
willing
bread.
to give up rice. I would definitely give up pizza and all bread, even sandwiches, and I'm a fucking sandwich person, before I'm willing to give up rice. But remember,
Yeah, I could give up bread.
tortillas Tortilla. I don't think tortilla is bread, is it?
Tortilla is corn.
Yeah.
It's corn.
So
Well,
I get
it's flour.
it's not bread. You
flour
don't.
bread.
It doesn't have to be baked. It doesn't have to rise. You know.
Flour or corn.
Like I could give up
Depending
bread and
on-
keep my tortilla and just have wraps instead. You know what I'm saying? But definitely rice. Like I love rice so much. Like I would make love to rice if it wasn't something I'd be judged for. I do it anyways.
Oh, hopefully not my rice. Is tortilla, if it's a corn tortilla shell, hard or soft? I don't know if you can have soft corn tortilla shells. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever seen one. You can? Okay, good. Is that considered
Yes.
bread if it's corn? It's corn. Corn equals. What about cornbread? Oh no. Wait, but that's different. No, cornbread's different. Cornbread's completely different.
You okay?
Because that's just. Sorry. I'm thinking too hard. Okay, well, I guess let's get out of here and we'll speak to Leon and see if Leon can get Aslan written consent or something.
You can
to
get
work on
that.
this project.
If you can get that.
Yeah. I would relay all that to Rena and suggest my plan and kind of shrug after I'd say it. And follow up with, I really don't know what other options we have.
It's that or we come back by ourselves.
Okay, Kroll, if you're ready to go, I think we are.
I'm prepared to leave. We've been here long enough. It's been a few hours.
I'm not exactly sure if I can.
Thank you again, by the way.
He nods. Rena?
I'm not exactly sure if I can travel the same way again.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I could. I just.
If she almost died on the way down, man.
There are less people to share air. You should be fine.
He's got a point.
I can still hold my
Just
breath.
can you make it a little bit
longest,
faster?
so- Yeah. Well, now
Make
that
it a
you
little bit faster, Aslan.
now that you know how to get down here, it should be easy to get back out.
Absolutely. So each of you into the hole now.
Oh, I call him Aslan, not Kroll. Okay. All right. I'm jumping in.
I guess I'd hand him the potion. I assume because he used his spell the first time.
Sure.
Hesitantly. I also imagine that I loaded up all of like Ophios's like things into the hole as well.
Okay.
I don't know how much we would leave here, if anything.
You probably take all of his stuff.
Yeah, honestly.
Now it's like the best time to loot his
Yeah, I have to
body.
take everything.
Like, is there anything on his body? Well, we'll deal with that in a
No.
second. So you guys climb into the hole and start shuffling through his stuff?
No.
Well, he gave us everything last.
Okay, no,
episode.
it just goes in the hole, Scott.
Yeah, but you can use like,
Wait,
do everything to just sit
Wait,
there. The
doesn't
whole
go in the hole.
Not the
It
haversack.
doesn't go in the hole.
Why not?
No, dude, no. Of course it
We
doesn't.
give Kroll the
We're
haversack.
talking about his
Right.
belongings. I'm talking about his weapons, his
Wait, why
not
does it? Wait,
not the haversack.
wait, why doesn't the haversack go in the hole?
The haversack stays behind. Or
I
or,
imagine it's
you
one
know.
of those things where you know, you guys are just like taking
I'm like,
everything of
Kroll,
his,
can
and you
you
just like
take this?
tossing, you're just tossing all the stuff in the hole. Then you toss the haversack, and then you just see Jan just like, and like he runs and he dives out and grabs it, like teleports off to the side. And she's like, oh yeah, and he's like,
Oh, again. Sorry.
maybe you should put on his headband. Oh, it's in the tank.
No, he gave it everything to us. Oh wait, no, he kept the headband.
No,
That's
yeah,
the
he
one
kept
thing
the headband
I
on.
think.
No, he took it off.
He gave us everything. I remember he took the headband off, and he still got the effects for
Yep, because it's 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah?
You
We're able to make Yonda's wicked
I don't know if
smart.
this is important. I want to try something. That Naga scale that
It's a part
that
of him,
Ophios left.
right? It's a part of him now.
Yeah, I want to ask
Isn't
the
it?
Emperor if he's ever seen something like this before and like show it to him and ask him to identify it if he can.
The
No, what
Snagger
I'm
scale?
saying is that he wouldn't have removed that.
The
Yeah.
Snagger scale would definitely still be on his body.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He told me he
so that-
gave it to me.
No, that is
At some-
definitely on
Last
his
week.
body.
At some point, it like fully attached to him.
Yeah,
itself to him.
it's,
Okay.
it's part of the tuning as it attaches to him. He definitely would have left that on.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Okay, I guess he didn't.
Just, yeah, the devil's
Yeah, he's
bracelet. he
wearing
left
the
on.
devil bracelet, the Naga scale, and the headband. No, the headband, not the headband. Sorry,
Not the headband.
Just
Oh,
the
wow.
scale and the wristband. That's it.
Correct. All right, cool. All right, moving on. So you guys threw all of the stuff inside the pack. It's either the hole or the haversack, and then you hand crawl the haversack, and you hop in the hole.
Yeah, sure.
You hop in the hole, and he folds it up, and then he grabs the potion, and he shakes it up and gets ready to pop open the vapor, because it's a vaporizing thing instead of a drinking one. And right before he pops it open, the Emperor says, "Crawl." Yes. What if we return, but just leave them here? What do you mean? Just leave them here. Well, they're already inside the hole, so it's not an inconvenience to bring them with us at the turn. Yes, that's understood. You leave them here. Leave them in the hole. Perhaps put a rock on it. We return back and do the stupid shit that we need to take care of. But then when we have spare time, we return. Check on the experiment ourselves. Then we have a couple of corpses to easily disperse. What is it? Get rid of.
Disposed of.
Dispose of. Thank you. God, Jesus Christ, I can't think of the word dispose. To easily dispose of. They leave behind a couple of nice trinkets that we can use. But more importantly, they're out of the way. Then the results of this experiment, we might be able to use to our own benefit. I don't see how some sort of modified Sloko, even if the experiment works well or fails, how that would benefit us. Well, think about it. We're recreating this thing from the base. There's a reason why we do it to eggs and not to full-fledged adults. Full-fledged adults, it fails. The experiments leave them mindless. Little more than like zombies. Bags of flesh that just aggressively attack and consume. Sometimes just weep in a corner until they starve to death. It could be something we can use to our benefit. I don't understand how a weeping or aggressive modified Sloko could be to our benefit then. Something we can use, sick on our enemies. The Sloko are kept secret.
Are we gonna go or what?
People didn't know that they existed. Again, use that to our benefit. Is it not also beneficial to let them do their task? I mean, they do want to attack Paradel. Would we not want to see Paradel suffer? Why would I care about? Because Paradel is what was created by your downfall. It is literally a mark of your failure. It's actually probably one of the biggest marks of failure anybody could ever possess. Of course, the Emperor looks pretty pissed at the moment. Yeah, no, Joey, no. Joey, no. I'm not doing that 5e rules BS. You can't open it from the inside with the DC 10 strength check. God, 5e is trash.
If it's taking too long, I'll turn it over.
No. So he says, the Emperor looks pretty pissed. He says, I mean, in the history of all great failures, has there ever been one that has resulted in one of the largest nations to have ever existed on this continent? You've made your point. Just saying that perhaps they're actually more useful to us alive rather than dead. Especially if there is a useless either sobbing or aggressive Sloko. They could, perhaps use that to their potential. Maybe this hyper-aggressive Sloko could, in its mindless state, be somewhat immune to the effects of these lopers.
We still have air, or are we all folded up?
You're folded up, so there's no new air. So he says, I think you're just being needlessly aggressive. You don't appreciate the fact that they don't cow to you, and the fact that both of them are Perrin, one of them actually being a loper. So they themselves are marks of your failure. But why take the miniature benefits, the small, what's the word I'm saying here? Instant gratification of allowing two measly Perrin to die when you can strike at the heart of everything that is your failure instead. The Emperor looks like absolutely visibly furious. They're not hearing anything, Josh. They absolutely furious. And so the Emperor looks absolutely furious. And he goes to almost storm off throughout the cave system. But instead Kroll lets him get just barely out of sight and says, return to me now. And Kroll is able to snapshot back into his chest and be kept within him again. And then he says, kind of in his head, remember who pulls the strings here. You chose me so you can stay in this world, and I am stuck in this world because of your choice. As long as this bond remains between yourself and myself, then you're going to have to suffer. Joey, a minute count doesn't matter when half the time I'm talking out of character as well, including to you. Anyways, as the Emperor is kind of fuming inside of his head, he then takes out the what's it called? The portable hole, and he opens it back up. So it's kind of open to you guys and your characters. There's only 10 minutes of air in there. There's two of you, so 5 minutes each, right? So, and it's been about 4 minutes or so of them talking to one another. It opens up, so the air in there was getting pretty thin, but you weren't out of breath yet. And then it finally opens up, and you guys are like, oh, whew. However you would react to the whole "thank God it's open" moment. Would you say anything, or?
Are we up already?
You ask that question, you look up, and you can still see the cave ceiling overhead for what it was that clearly showing that you're still inside the cave. Your dark vision is still on, as opposed to being able to just see the light, or being inside the university, which is rather well lit, and so on and so forth. And so you can kind of have the answer to your question just by looking up. But Crow looks down at you and says, no, there was a matter to attend to. Do you have enough air?
Plenty. What matter?
We're good, thank you.
It doesn't matter any longer. See you soon. And he starts to fold the thing back up on you. And you once again feel like the whole Inception thing is the world around you kind of folds into you and so on and so forth. And you guys get air. And he folds into itself. And then once again, he takes the thing and he pops the cap and it vapors outwards, which can turn up to 3 people into mist. But, he himself turns into mist. And since you guys are inside the hall, and he starts to kind of disperse again. Every molecule in his body starting to stretch out with a good amount of space between each and every individual one. So he goes from being a solid quickly into almost being like a liquid and then into a gas, right? And so in his gas-like state, he starts to kind of rise and feel around, and once again kind of reaches outward. He's like, this feels quite strange indeed. And then starts to vapor up into the cracks of the ceiling and whatnot from before. He rises up. It takes him a bit quicker this time than it did last time because he knows generally the route that he's going to go through. He's not a stupid person by any stretch. And he's able to eventually completely come out the top side. And he'll go into a chamber that's relatively... actually, I think the chamber you guys went down originally, because it was right over. was kind of a private area. He makes sure that nobody else is around, and again, it's been like, 3.5, 4 minutes or so, and he opens the thing back up, and and you can see that you are now returned up above. He would offer a hand to help you guys out of the hole, but in 5e, a character with like a 7 strength can jump 35 feet. So it's every world has like 0.8 G or 0.7 G.
If Kroll
for
offered
gravity.
a hand, I would take the hand. Even
No,
though
you don't need to take the hand. You
clearly
can just
jump
you
out.
just bunny hop over him. Like
I'm
boing.
humoring him.
Oh, it's okay. What's the name of that superhero from Mars? His name's like John Jameson or something like that. Jimmy John, Johnny Silver, whatever it is. Whatever it might be. I was literally talking about the jumping mechanics with my 11-year-old nephew, and he was like, "That seems too easy." I was like, "Yeah,
He's just agreeing with you because you're older.
no." It became a whole conversation with the family
Yep.
about
No, he is.
how any character
No,
with a
he
10
is.
strength can jump 3 feet.
The
and
rest
can,
of the family
can
was
jump-
like, "Just humor, Scotty." Go
No,
ahead,
yeah,
Hey,
if
Scott,
you have a
doesn't it-
10
yeah.
strength,
Go with it.
you can jump higher than most basketball
Scott,
players.
doesn't it kind of annoy you
Most
that
It's the same
basketball
with the
players.
children agree with you, but adults
Ever.
don't?
Just
Isn't that
like the
kind of
chair,
odd?
just
All the
humor
adults
him.
were too.
Just pretend the chair's normal.
Oh,
John Carter,
the
that's
adults
it.
are like, "Oh, very good, sweetie," and you're like, "I know, dude," and they're like, "Oh, he's so smart."
Brittany just
Talking
said,
about
"This
their
is my
kid,
life."
though, not about you.
So it's just broken as shit. If you have a 12 strength, you literally jump higher than any basketball player ever, because no basketball players can jump 4 feet in the air. Literally 0 can jump 4 feet.
Okay. All right. So we jump out of the hole.
How high can
take the
LeBron
hole-
James jump?
I take the hole before Kroll can steal it.
LeBron James doesn't jump.
How
He's not the best
high
jumper in the NBA.
can LeBron jump? 40 inches. Boom. 40 inches, not 4 feet. I bet his strength is higher than a 12.
That's very close.
Moving on. All right.
The highest NBA vertical jump belongs to Michael Jordan with a height of 48 inches.
What? Really? So if you are so if you have a 12 strength, you could jump like Mike. I want to be like
Jordan,
Mike.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. That is ridiculous. Moving on.
Wait, Steve, why would you do that?
Takes a hole before
Oh,
I get
because you're gonna let me out somewhere. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
So you guys, you guys hop out of the hole, and he says, "We did you an incredible service in assisting you in this matter, and gone considerably out of our way to do so, including pulling some political strings. I don't think it would be too great of an ask to say in exchange we can receive some degree of payment for what it was that we have done for you, both today and
Oh,
in
of
the
course.
past."
Is there a number you had in your head?
In fact, there is. It was one portable hole in exchange for
No.
for how we've helped you, and of course, we will be more than happy to utilize this portable hole to assist you in getting down there again in the future if need be.
We got a lot of stuff in that hole, though.
I noticed that you happen to have a Heber's handy haversack. I recognize that's why you didn't want to put inside the hole. So obviously, we can
Right.
transport those goods from one location to the other.
Yeah, I don't think the backpack's gonna hold all the stuff in the hole.
Nonetheless, we've done a considerable favor for you, and feel as though that perhaps something like this should be rewarded equally.
Damn.
I think the hole might be a bit too much, Kroll.
I'm sorry, do you know of any other imperial alchemists that can utilize facilities such as this and anywhere else in all of Aeroth or even Aurorum? Some would
Can't
say that this
I
is
do, Kroll.
some would say that this is one of a kind. This opportunity.
Some would. How about some salted animal jerky
Well,
for the long road ahead?
we don't have a
Hold
mental
on,
link,
hold on,
do we?
hold on.
Actually, technically speaking, you did set one up.
No.
Mhm.
He did.
Yeah,
Like,
remember
between
he
Oh,
myself
with
yeah,
him
and
yeah,
and,
actually
with
I did,
Aslan as
yeah.
well. Yep. Mhm.
Okay, but when I speak, it's just to him, right? Because we can't speak to each other.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
right.
that's all. I was
When
just
you talk
confirming.
in your mind, I hear it.
Correct.
Okay.
All that.
So she would say, listen, I think the hole's more useful than
Then an Ophios?
maybe the
Then
adamantium.
Ophios?
Then maybe the adamantium.
I don't think he's gonna care much for that.
I mean,
20 is
what
low
we
shit.
don't. What else do we have?
Let's go. Roll. So slow.
We have a poorly cared for ornate painting from a famous artist.
I see that the two of you are having a silent discussion with one another. If I may interject.
We're
he
trying
says,
to
of
decide
course,
if there's
aloud,
anything else you might want.
I would, of course, prefer the portable hole. This would be of incredible aid to myself. But perhaps while you contemplate it, in the meanwhile, you'd be willing to part with a headband. I was able to recognize what that was as well. One the Ophios removed from his head.
Oh,
I won't be so foolish as
The-
to put it on too soon. I'll wait 2 days before I utilize it. That way, if Ophios is still connected to it in some way, he still uses it. But then afterwards, I'll keep the headband instead.
that seems like a much more feasible thing for us. I'll double check with my constituents. And then again, just like a blank stare forward as we talk in our minds, not discussing anything.
Is it okay?
We don't need the
Question.
headband, do we?
Question, Scott. Though, is it the same headband that I have, or is it a different headband?
It's the headband that Ophios was wearing prior.
Right? Is it the headband
The
of
intellect
wisdom?
headband.
Of intelligence.
No.
Oh.
Intelligence.
Yeah, Kroll's already got a 23 wisdom. He doesn't need the intelligence.
Damn.
That's a wisdom one.
The wisdom. He needs the intelligence, yeah. If
Oh, to
he's
answer
smarter,
Josh's
that means
question
he's
from
better at what he
earlier
does. And if
as
he's better at
to-
what he does, then he's a better ally.
As to why
So
I
long
did
as
the
we
whole
keep him as an ally.
Kroll conversation, it's because Kroll's a PC.
Fine. Right. Yeah. I mean, Ophios clearly doesn't have a use for it right now.
That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, Kroll, we discussed it, and yeah, that seems fine. We can absolutely make that trade with you if you'd like.
Appreciated. I will take that headband then. And as I said, I won't put it on for 48 hours time.
Reaches in the sack, pulls it out first try, and holds it out in his hand.
He nods. Says, thank you. Appreciate it. You'll know where to find me if you're looking for me, unless some other desperate adventurers come along looking for the aid of some emperor from a time long past.
Yeah, I doubt it. Okay, all right, take care, man. We need to go find Leon and try to convince him that what we're doing is more important than what he's doing. So, wish us luck.
Okay. He says, I'd wish you luck, but I'm not entirely sure luck would have any effect in this matter. Plan well.
Thanks, Leon. I mean, thanks, Kroll.
He turns and he walks away. In his head,
I was gonna say, when you get to the capital, he's going to Hod Gwen, right?
it's going back to Dresden.
I thought he was going to go to hell. Check out check out the holes, the plains.
He doesn't have much interest in that. That was Kithel and whatnot
Okay.
was going there.
It was Kith.
Yeah, Kithel was looking into that. A couple of other people were looking into that. I don't think he was.
Sorry, but didn't we talk to him about that specifically though?
Yeah,
That's
but
why we said Kroll in Hell was like a whole thing.
yeah,
You
it could
remember?
be a thing, but it's not something that he's going to be able to do right now.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to check it out?
Not yet,
Okay.
but Crawl in Hell could definitely be a
Okay,
thing.
well, safe travels, Kroll. I'll send word when if anything cool happens, I guess.
So he goes and walks off. In his head, you hear the Emperor say, "Why didn't you push harder for the portable hole? Again, we could have just killed him. I genuinely had no interest in the portable hole, but I knew that they were inseparable from them based off how they reacted earlier. I asked for that first. That way, pretty much anything I asked for afterwards, they'd be willing to give up. This headband
need the
will
headband.
this headband will be immensely useful for us in the future." And that's that.
I mean, to be honest, if he would have asked for the headband first, I would have said like, "Oh yeah, sure, take it, bye."
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, we've been like, oh, cool.
That's
got the
Ophios's.
hole?
He doesn't need
Awesome. Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't know that.
You know what? Never mind.
But he put you on your defense first.
I'd be like, "Are you sure?" Oh, okay.
Oh, is that it? Oh,
Sure.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the kinda guy
oh,
he is. That
darn.
makes sense,
Oh,
but-
shit. Is that what you want? Fuck. Okay. I guess.
I don't know. How does one gold sound? Anyway, cool.
What,
I get to go through Ophios' stuff now, right?
Are there There's windows nearby this place, right?
Window? Yeah, there's a whole balcony that oversees the whole valley.
I would walk over to the balcony just to see what time of day it is.
You guys are down there for a considerable amount of time. Let's say it's the sun is just set, so it's like there's still a little bit of light in the sky. It's like, you know, the pinks and dark blues settling in on the east and whatnot. So like, you can't see the sun anymore, but you can definitely still see a little bit of light in the sky.
Okay.
I doubt we'll be able to meet with.
I'm gonna try to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh,
Well, I was gonna try to link with Leon, but I rolled a 1.
I was actually
Hold on.
talking in my head, like as you were rolling, so that could make sense. I was talking
Nope.
over you while you were trying to cast another.
I cut you
spell.
out. There we go.
I think that we.
Okay, I cut you out. Sorry. I cut you out, and then I patch in with Leon, and I go, "Hey, Leon, it's Yonda. Sorry to call you. Call you? Hold on. Sorry to.
Contact you like this?
Sorry to. Yeah. Thank you, Leon. Yeah. Sorry to contact you like this so late in the day. I just we didn't realize what time of day it was, and I was hoping to speak with you soon. Is that something you'd be able to do today? Also, how are you doing?"
If you wish to have a meeting with me, you go through the appropriate channels. I'm not sure exactly what kind of magics you're using right now, but this is unacceptable.
You're just standing there with a blank face. She walks over to you. Who are you talking to?
Who's that on the other line?
Apologies,
Who is that?
Leon.
Is that your girlfriend?
It's
You tell her
It's
she owes me
Rena,
money.
actually. It's Rena the Destroyer. She beheaded. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll let her know. Anyway,
Let me know what.
my apologies. We'll schedule something. We'll schedule
You didn't-
something tomorrow.
You didn't
And-
call me on. Or call.
Have a good night.
And he does, yeah, he
It's me
does
hanging
not.
up.
He does not say goodnight. No.
Yeah.
Friggin' the leader of a we'll call it nation. And you're just like, hey, I'm just gonna patch into your brain.
Hey, what's up, man? Are you sleeping? Cool.
Hey, Leon.
so
Look, it's getting
here's
kind
the
of late.
thing.
Hope we can talk.
Here's the thing. No, okay. So she come back.
You get
over.
that
Like,
email I sent you?
She was attempting to talk to you in your head, and then when she
Fucking A,
notices,
people do that.
when she notices no response back,
Sorry.
she'd turn and look and say, "I'm sorry. Are you there?"
Yeah, I was just ruining our chances at having a good conversation with Leon tomorrow. No problem.
Tell me.
I think we should just get some rest and try the appropriate channels tomorrow.
That's what he told you to do, wasn't it?
Huh?
You just
Yeah,
spoke
well,
to him
he-
directly?
Yeah. Yeah, just a casual conversation. He just clued me in on some info. And we're gonna schedule something tomorrow and hopefully meet soon.
That's,
So
I mean, if you hadn't cut me
Good
off,
night.
that's what I was saying. Okay, fine. We'll walk to, oh
Yay.
yeah, we're literally staying in Aslan's,
Bedroom.
like better
Cool.
cheaper. It's what my brain
Is he here?
kept saying.
He's like, so I figure the way we want to arrange it is that
I just take the bed.
We sleep on the ends of the bed.
The whole
and
one.
then, and then you,
The whole bed.
you sleep in the middle of the bed, but you sleep like with your head to our feet. That way it's like opposite. That way it's
no.
not like
No, I like the scenario where Rena just opens the door, lays in the bed, takes out her axe, and puts it on the other half so
And
no one
puts
can
it on
use
the other
it.
side so no one can lay there.
Just sleeps gripping her axe.
Good night.
armor on and everything. Like she just kicks off her boots but keeps her armor on.
Ready to fight.
Oh, that's funny.
Always on the defense.
It was on the offense, goddamn.
All right.
Sorry, Leon. Looks like we're... Well, I'm just gonna meditate, so good luck.
He looks down at her,
Sleepwalk swinging. Just like sleepwalking, you just like pull out a hatchet, you just
She
go
has
poof,
a
right in the
nightmare.
pillow.
She's like throws it across the
Well,
room.
let's be clear
Just
about
swinging
something.
wildly.
He's a type of Sloko that looks almost completely human, right? Just like Ophelia was, or whatever her name was before. So he can't turn into a snake or anything like that. But that doesn't change the fact that he's really good at like coiling up. I'm just saying he's like a really good snuggler. You know, like I'm just like you are missing the opportunity to have like a really good like he
Dude,
can, like,
you know how long it took me to barely trust this guy? No.
he's a really good snuggler.
No.
Like I mean,
Is he gonna try it?
he can like wrap around you.
Is he gonna try
You know,
it?
he gotta like get into all the best nooks and crannies. Like he's a really good snuggler.
Let him try.
Aslan,
Go ahead.
Aslan.
Let him try.
That's a sleep.
He's,
sleep roll down.
he's like you want some company sleeping? Sorry.
What do I
It's
have?
like-
Let's see.
Have you ever had like I
Okay.
don't know if you guys have ever had like this scenario with a cat or a dog or whatever pet, but like you turn the lights out and like you look at the bed and it's just a pair of glowing eyes staring back at you.
She throws it.
What is that?
That's my hand axe.
He's actually trying to snuggle with you, he's not an idiot.
Oh, okay. I
Come on,
was like,
Rita.
she throws it so it goes right past his. Actually, she
roll
would throw
damage.
it so it goes right between his legs and then roll over.
No,
That's
there's
a
nothing
great
there.
Roll damage. I just want to
He's
see.
a reptile. It's tucked away.
You said he's mostly human.
Yeah, but that part tucks away.
He's got a tail, right?
Kendall.
Roll damage.
Kendall. Oh, sorry. Nice.
Nice.
Cut off all 12
Now,
inches.
now he's a Kendall.
Anyways. So yeah, he obviously kind of looks at the situation that his entire chamber has been completely overtaken by others. It's like one is comfortably sitting in his comfortable chair, and the other one is like it's flopped down, spread eagle on
Taking up the
the
whole bed.
you know, like face down, spread eagle on the friggin' bed with like an axe gripped, like white knuckled in the hand. And he's just kind of like, if you need me, I'll be in my study. And he turns and walks out of the room.
Thank you, Aslan.
Can you close the door?
Oh, yes. He does still shed skin. That makes me happy.
Ew.
Like, you know, humans shed skin, but it comes off in like tiny little flakes so you don't notice. He sheds it
No.
in patches. It's like patches come off at a time.
Really glad I'm done eating. Anyway, so
Like, you know how you know, girls, I thought girls saw Rena. You know, girls always like leave like a patch of hair in the shower stuck to the shower wall. It's like that, but he just leaves his skin right there. Just kind of like, like in the corner of the shower wall. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking
Just
about.
like peel his face off the wall, like.
Oh, that's funny.
Aslan, we got to talk about your skincare routine.
All right. Anyways, because Opio sheds, so he's still a growing boy. Anyways, surgeons. Awesome. Moisturized boy.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Yeah, seriously. All right, let's keep going. Didn't last year on Friday the 13th or Halloween or something, I did something weird? Did I do that to you guys? Was it you guys that did
On
something
Halloween,
too?
we fought a dead baby.
Yep, it was that episode. Yeah, that was weird.
Scott's like, oh, yeah,
Mhm.
right. The
Are you gonna make it
season
weird
6
again?
Right.
You making it weird?
Moving on. So, yeah, the next morning you guys wake up. Strangely, you're well rested. When you see Aslan, he doesn't look very happy. I imagine you go through the appropriate channels to make a meeting with Leon. And as we'll call it power move, because he's pretty pissed at what you pulled the night beforehand. He sets a meeting with you in 6 days.
Okay.
It's up to you if
Hey,
you
Scott,
want
just
to
wondering,
wait.
does this work still?
Change the name. Put a different name.
You could try. You could try to pull that. And when you're like 6 days, you'd be like, I'm actually here in the official capacity of my family.
Do you
Up
know
to
who I
you.
am?
Do you know who my father is?
You know who my mother is? Jesus Christ.
What's
I
that
don't
What's that old line from what is it? It's like I know you kind of what is it? Oh fuck. You may not be aware, but I'm kind of a big deal around here.
Mm.
Is that the right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell's that movie?
Okay,
Not
I know what you're
meteorologist.
talking about, but I
Anchorman. Anchorman. I was like
Oh, yeah.
meteorologist? No. Anchorman.
The meteorologist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
it.
It's kind of a big deal around here.
I was thinking if Giannis isn't. I mean, he's pretty patient now, but if someone's power playing him, maybe he just keep linking into his mind. Hey, looking forward to our meeting in 6 days. Have a good night.
Just do it every day until looking
Good
forward to our
morning.
meeting
Can't
in
wait to
5
see you in
days.
5 days.
Yeah.
How's
Oh,
lunch?
4 days? Oh my god, it's going by so fast.
You walk past him in the hallway. And you're like,
Just
"Your
mind
shoes."
link. Hey, looking good today, sir.
What is it now? Oh, 3 days. Nice.
Is that actually the bullshit you're gonna try?
You should.
I'm gonna flip a coin. If it's heads, I do it.
How do you? Well, can you give us a physical coin?
I can do a coin app on my phone. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he asks Google Gen to
I was plugged in.
There you go. Hey Siri,
If it's heads, I do it.
flip a coin for me.
Oh. Okay,
Tails.
Siri does it. Alright,
Hey
fine.
Siri, flip another coin for me.
It's heads.
Well, technically, I said I would flip the coin.
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's cool.
Go ahead. Hey Siri,
Oh, okay.
tell me a joke.
What did the hinges say to the wall? I adore you.
Could you hear that? Yeah, nice.
Okay, Google.
Oh Jesus Christ,
Flip a coin.
Steve.
It landed on heads.
So you have to do it?
I miss my Australian Siri, but I never went and re-downloaded it.
Good morning, sir. Hope you slept well. Can't wait to see you at our meeting in 6 days.
Why don't you go ahead and roll a persuasion with disadvantage?
Okay. Is there an annoyance roll? that I
There
can
is.
do?
It's called sloppy dice. I want to say
It's
Why
called
can't your name be
persuasion with
why can't your name
disadvantage.
be sloppy cat instead of messy cat? So much better.
You're gonna look it?
Did you
Should I-
just arena those
wait.
fucking dice? Did you just arena those
Wait.
dice? Wait, what?
Yeah,
I'm proficient in persuasion.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Did I fail?
Oh, does he fail?
Yes, you do fail.
You failed!
I do
go.
fail. Okay. Sadly, though, because I rolled that 8 to get the link, that means my die's a D6 and not a D8. But, here you go.
Are you happy with your
21?
21, or do you want to luck with 21 just in case?
Oh, I don't have any. Thanks, Chad.
Chad, what do you think?
Jerks.
Do you think a 21 is good enough to Do you think a 21 is good enough to have him
Thank you, Josh. Wow.
do you think a 21 is good enough to have him have him succeed?
Thanks, Josh. Wow. Wow. Thanks, Josh. Too bad I can't use it because I've
Thanks,
already
Josh.
rolled for it, but appreciate it.
We're gonna have to do it like 5 more times anyway.
It's okay. I got 5 more tries. It's all
Yeah.
good.
You gonna use all the luck for that?
Well, I'll keep. Hopefully, I'll nat 20 on a disadvantage.
I'm looking for more than just Joey's opinion.
Oh, I got you.
Not Messi's opinion either. I see 2 no's. Anybody
Steve.
else? Anybody else think it's 21 is good enough to change their opinion?
Okay. How about this? Have him say no, and then I'll respond with, "Okay, see you tomorrow."
It's a matter of whether or not it
See
works
if that
over the
changes his
over the
mind.
course of time. I see
What? It
2
was one
no's.
roll?
I see 2
Oh.
no's and 1 yes.
I
Yeah,
see
well,
all amount nice.
Any more opinions on this matter? I see 3 yeses. I see a guy perhaps.
Whoa.
A guy perhaps
gosh.
says yes. Swirl says yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. I have to go back to
I mean, you're the DM, so really
I'm
it's
gonna
up to
have
you. But
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to go back and read. I have to count all that. You could at least be nice enough to number them. You have any
Wait,
idea?
Josh, what did you give? It's
You don't
still
even.
going.
I can't. It's too many for me to read. They just keep
Josh.
going.
Just choose a really high number. Tell them how many it was.
No, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna look through them. Okay. All right, moving on. So, anyways, 5
Still
yeses
going.
versus 2 no's. He says.
You want me to roll luck?
He says.
Now that I have luck.
You don't have luck.
Oh, I thought I just got a bunch of luck.
He says, "I'll meet you tonight."
On day 1 or day 2, day 3? Which day is it?
Day 2.
Okay.
How many days was it supposed to? Yeah,
Great.
day 2.
See you then.
It was supposed to be 6.
Because I imagine you say it 3 times the first day, and then 1 time the second day, and he says, "I'll meet you tonight."
I'd probably give him a good morning if I ever saw him like walking down the street. I'd be like, "Hey, looking good. Can't wait to speak with you." Like that kind of stuff. And then at night before I go to bed, "Good night, Leon. Can't wait."
Cool.
Sleep
So,
well.
give me 1 second to set that up. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Rena, I don't think
9,
we're
10,
gonna get what
11,
we want
12,
from this
13.
meeting.
Oh shit! I lost count.
Why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you mental link again?
I think Leon might have accepted our meeting a little early so that he could behead me publicly.
Not if I do it first.
What?
Not you.
Come on, I can't be the second person you behead publicly. That's not cool. That doesn't get you in the history books.
Second.
Almost there. Sorry for the delay.
At least the 3rd or 4th. I don't know. I've lost track.
All right. Cool. All caught up now. Jesus Christ. You guys have a lot of luck dice. You'll find out soon.
Josh.
It's the most you've ever had in Regicide, but not the most you've ever had in any campaign, if you know what I mean. I think it's the most anybody's ever had on this channel.
They
Let's
love
just say
Wade.
that. Yeah.
Let's go, number 1!
Yeah. Moving on. All right. So, thank you so much, Ash. So back to you guys. So, that evening you're going to meet with him. When you meet with him, alone in his office.
Sorry, just a quick thing I just thought of. I can't remember. Did we get anything back from Nightingale about meeting? Didn't she say she wanted to do that soon?
Not here. We're meeting her back at oh my god, sorry, so many cities to keep remembering.
Not Dresden. Was it Hod
It's
Gwen?
not. It was Hodgwen, I think.
Yeah, Hod Gwen.
I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was Sun's Crest. I thought it was Sun Crest.
Oh, it was Sun's Rest. That's right.
Sun's
That's right.
Rest?
That's right. Because yeah, she'll be meeting you here. Yes. So we'll just
Oh,
assume that's
okay.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Get
okay.
out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Cool. This is also the first time I'm
So
meeting
that has
with
not
Leon.
been good.
Since like a long time ago because I did not meet with him last time.
Oh, right. Just me and Ophios did. Cool. This is
So
going to be
you-
a really
you
awkward
go-
conversation.
You gonna go with him?
Oh, I don't know if that would make
Okay,
it better or
let's
worse.
jump
It
into
might
RP
make
for a
it
second.
better. Yeah, all right.
So Rena, you know how we're supposed to meet with Leon 3 days from now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't tell you I was doing this, but for the last 3 days, at least 2 times a day, usually around 3 or 4, I have been creating psychic links with Leon to communicate with him, telling him I was very excited for our upcoming meeting, hoping that it would annoy him enough for him to push the meeting forward.
Is this the like charm that you talked about down before? No? Oh.
Yeah, honestly, it was one of those things I kind of did on a whim, and then once I realized I did it, I realized I had to stick with it. And I'm kind of regretting it now, but he has agreed to meet with us sooner, so that we can meet with him before Nightingale.
Well, that's likely not a great sign.
I feel mixed as well about the result.
There's no way he's
Oh,
gonna
that
know
sucks,
let
Phoenix. Sorry, man.
Aslan help us in this.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. I assume that's not a joke, but I'm sorry, man.
Oh, because I saw that I got good news and I saw that I got bad news. So, well, congratulations on the good news. Sorry about the bad news.
Yeah. Oof. Well,
Hopefully it works
Hopefully
out
it's
for.
very, very quick
her.
and treatable. Perhaps, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I hope there's good. I assume she's down in Florida. I hope there's good facilities down there. Let us know how it all goes.
Surgery's. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but this is the. She's in Cali. I don't know what the hospital load is like in Cali. In Florida, it's pretty tough, but I hope it's not too bad. In Los Angeles, yeah, it might. That might be tough. Sorry, man. Hope it works out though.
I know the hospitals are like
Um,
move over in that direction.
Yeah, I don't know what their caps have. Pat would know if he was here, but what was I saying?
Or Tyler right now.
Mm.
Anyways, so you're we're annoying as shit, and decided you
Right.
got to stick with it. So now
Right.
you're gonna go meet with him.
Yeah, we're meeting with him tonight, right? Tonight, we're meeting with him tonight so that we can. Yeah, you already said that. So we can meet with Nightingale tomorrow. Meet with him before Nightingale. Cool. Sorry. What?
It's fine. I just well, there's a I don't really know how to put this. I don't think he's aware of something that might have happened to someone he used to train. You've heard me mention him before. Cadus, actually. Yeah. Well,
I think I remember the name. I think you told me about him when we were traveling at the beginning. We were kind of catching each other up. I think I remember that. Yeah.
he's not exactly the same anymore. What I'm trying to say is I'm not
I
sure
think you.
how much Leon knows. And depending on what he knows, that could drastically affect our outcome here.
Well, do you think it'd be best if we got? Thanks, Josh. I'm glad it worked out for you.
Never works
Let's
when we
see
try
if it-
calling Josh though.
Let's see. Yeah, I know. I call
usually
him
do
every
it during
single time he
streams.
streams. He never
Yeah.
ever answers.
Fucking
Never
answers.
answers. I
Such a
don't get it.
douche.
It's like I'm watching you play a game. I know you're not busy. Okay. Do you think maybe if we opened up about the situation, he might be more lenient on us. Might be able to give us assistance.
Alright.
Or do you think it would turn him off from helping us at all if he knew?
I think if he knew the truth, he wouldn't be speaking to me. So maybe he doesn't know. I don't know. But I guess it would be odd if I don't show up.
Yeah, no, you have to come. Otherwise, he's probably just gonna kill me, and we'll never know. So,
Doubt he'll kill
I'm gonna
you.
need your axe to keep me safe.
Do you remember how to use it? Should
so I'm
like
not
hang
going
it to
if
you?
No, I meant your hands, not my hands.
All right, fine. When are we meeting?
Cool. Yeah, tonight. So, you think we should just wing it?
There's not really. Leon's very direct. He's very militant.
Yeah, no.
I think the more blunt we are with what we're asking of him and the less time we waste of his will be more effective.
And he's someone that we can trust with sensitive info, right?
I would say so.
Okay. Then I think I have an idea.
Okay.
We can, if we want to go over it now, we can mention. I mean, the last time I spoke to him, he said we should have a successor lined up, and we should know our friend from foe and not just kill discriminately. I think if we mention the fact that we're meeting with contacts and that we might have someone in mind, maybe he won't think as less of us as he currently does.
All right, but who exactly is it you've got in mind?
For what?
I mean, who do we
For a
say?
successor?
Yeah.
We don't have to give a name.
He'll ask for one.
What if we tell him it's mission sensitive? I'm sure you've kept secrets from him before openly.
I have only met with him perhaps once or twice before now.
Well, maybe he'll praise our bravado. But, do you think if we say Cadus's name or someone else he might know, that might fit well with his mindset?
If we say Cadus,
Make
he's
him a little
likely
more lenient?
to look into it.
But it does get us what we want for now. If he asks, I'll let you answer. So, you know him better than I do, so maybe give that some thought.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay. Are you hungry? I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
It's just like
Cool,
watching you
I
eat.
really want to leave
I just like really watching you.
Aslan's.
Yeah,
I
eat
wanna
this
watch
now.
you
Oh
eat.
no 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 no! Oh,
Go
wash
out.
it down with this. Oh no no
You
no!
go
But
out.
it but it's slowly,
Can we leave?
slowly.
What's it taste
I
like?
want-
What does it
building?
taste?
I want you to
What does it
chew with your
taste like?
mouth closed. It's a little bit more of a side to side.
good?
Ooh,
Is it bad?
Making me
Mm.
uncomfortable.
What does bad
Yeah.
taste like? I don't remember what bad tastes like.
perfect. This one's really spicy. Just
No.
rub it on your lips. Oh, is it hot? It's so hot, isn't it?
Now, can you take
Really
this?
hot.
Can you take these fruits and vegetables and just squeeze them until they explode?
She
Wow,
chops
that
it
was
with
really
an
easy
axe.
for you, wasn't
Is
it?
that a thing?
No, bro.
Oh, okay.
No.
So when you said, I was like, is that? It's the internet. Everything's a thing. You're like, Rita, are you into yiffing? Yeah, me too. Okay. Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah,
okay.
me too. Yeah, me too. Whoa, let's openly discuss this. Oh, you're not? Yeah, me either. No, I was joking too. No, yeah. No, it wasn't. Put a watermelon between your thighs and pop it. What the fuck?
Like Suicide Squad.
Put a watermelon between your thighs. Yeah. Right. Now squeeze. Squeeze.
Just
Squeeze. Ah, great. Now step on my chest. What?
there's a there's a show.
Things
an
got real
old-
weird after
I think it was a
left.
Disney. There's an
Ophios
old
is like,
Disney
yes.
sitcom.
Yes.
He's in a tank.
Oh,
What was it called?
because they've been naughties.
That's So Raven. That's So Raven. There was a character in That's So Raven. His name was the Juicer. He went to Corey's high school,
I think I remember
and he was the
that.
bully.
The fuck?
And whenever someone handed him something, he would squeeze it, and
Squeeze
a
it,
bunch
yeah.
of water would come out of it every single time. He would juice everything.
He takes like a
So-
like a tennis ball and he squeezes it. And the water comes out.
And water comes out.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, literally everything he grabbed, he would squeeze and water would
The
come out of it.
juicer.
And it would just be like a squished, the juicer.
Mhm.
I want to make
Anyway.
sure something's understood right now.
That's Rena.
I am too old to have watched That's So Raven.
Okay.
That show is
I
very
know.
much after me.
Okay, I am aware.
What year did it come out?
I
I assume you're googling right now.
I don't know. I don't know. His first appearance was in season 4, so let me look up That's So Raven season 4 debut.
Or when was That So Raven? I got it.
That's Raven season 2006 was season 4, the fourth
So-
and final season of That's So Raven.
It originally came out January 17th of 2003. Yeah, I was like a junior in high school. I definitely was
Cool.
not watching That's So Raven. I was
I
watching
was-
Dragon Ball Z.
I was 8 years old.
That's why you were watching Nickelodeon.
I was 8 years old, also watching Dragon Ball Z sometimes. Just saying.
I was 17. I was probably watching just like anime and porn. Let's be honest. That's what 17-year-olds do.
Well, I was 8, so
Do you ever Scott, do you ever think that like the things that like you decide to like share are just probably a little bit too like honest or like too it's just my opinion, you know. I don't know. I could be wrong, but like just
You probably-
sometimes maybe think
You
about
are
it.
you are probably wrong. You are from Arizona.
Maybe
but-
just think about the things you're gonna say before you say them.
Yeah, but don't you prefer the raw answer?
Scott, I was 8.
No, I don't.
Well, obviously you weren't. Flash forward 9 years, a different situation was taking place. Still
I was a
watching
man of
Dragon Ball
God.
Z, but also
It's Christian Minds
Praying.
Minecraft server.
I was also praying. Yeah.
thanks for
Moving
mentioning
on.
aging and grandpa. Mikey, you're older than me. So anyways, you guys go to the meeting. You show up in his office. It's just the three of you. He's sitting at his desk.
I should walk towards them.
Usually when you meet with him, you know that usually when you meet with him, you are you know that usually when you meet with him, that he is in the middle of doing paperwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This time he is not. He's just sitting in his desk, watching the door as it opens. You know, it's like knock knock, enter. And he's just watching the door as it opens, as you guys can walk in.
Thank you for making time for us, sir. Sorry if I came off a little strong in our communications. This is Rena,
We've met.
Like-
Sit.
giving you a window. Yeah.
I'll go sit down.
Yeah, me too.
Some people have asked me over the years whether or not I wanted children.
What do you tell them, sir?
That I deal with enough children on the day-to-day.
To be fair, if I
Sorry to
had
hear
the
that.
means to have stopped him previously, I would have.
Why did you ask to speak with me? And why is it so urgent?
We have a very specific request for you.
Well, you're already wasting some of my time. Let's not waste any more.
We need Aslan's help. And we need you to sanction him to us. I guess.
Depends on what it is that you're asking for.
Well, Ophios and I discussed the words of wisdom that you gave to us, and we've started coming with we started to come up with a plan that we think would fit the mold that you suggested, because we frankly agreed with what you had to say. I think I may have been too dismissive at first, well, we need Aslan to help us create something out of Ophios that would better fit that picturesque future that we all wish for. Do you need alcohol?
Get to the point, please.
We need Aslan to turn Ophios into something else. And it's already started. We just need him to monitor him during the metamorphosis.
I don't exactly know what you mean. You say metamorphosis. This is what worms do to become butterflies, if I remember correctly. Caterpillars, my apologies.
Do you know what Slowco are, sir?
I've been briefed, and I've met a few, Aslan included.
Well, obviously, Ophios also is one. And it turns out that we were able to find the man who created them, the Mole Emperor, and he gave us some information on how to, and he'll look at Reno while he's talking, like, am I saying too much?
She's
The
gonna be like,
mole,
oh, that's a lot of information.
The Mole
Okay.
Emperor
Ex-
was destroyed.
An
well,
extension of
we
his
found a way to
belief. Okay.
communicate with him, and nodding at what Rena's saying. Post-mortem. About that alcohol, though.
Are you taking advice from a evil, undead creature? Rayron saw it fit to have this creature put down before, as it wanted nothing more than to, well, not only consume life, but also to kill a god.
Well, as it were, it seems to be the only thing that knows enough about this particular metamorphosis he's referencing here.
Right. And if I may add, he's not exactly in control of everything he does at the moment. There's someone above him that is able to manipulate his actions that we trust.
Where is Ophios where this metamorphosis is happening?
I'll look
He's
at Reno.
clearly not with you, so it's already underway, as you've stated.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, he's in the lab that was found below.
The one that I forbade anybody re-entering.
Oh, did you? Interesting. I wish someone had told us. Oops. Yeah,
The
that
answer
one.
simply is no. Yes, I didn't think a simple no would sit well with you. Then allow me to explain myself. Do you know what's happening right now?
With the planes?
That is a part of it, but with Valoran.
Don't think we do.
Valoran has been cut off. Sun's Rest now sits handling itself. Valoran has separated itself from us. It can no longer sustain maintaining us because it is too far away. It is too treacherous a journey to just continue to bring supplies and the like. So instead, Sun's Rest has become its own nation, if you will, its own city-state. And I now its ruler. The people here need food, yet there is nowhere to grow it. They need other supplies, and we have very little to trade with. There are many lives at stake, and they're all under my responsibility to care for, to see to the best of my ability that they are able to live adequate lives, find some degree of happiness, but most importantly, to keep them safe. Aslan has chosen to be a part of the leadership of this new city-state, of Sun's Rest. Aslan has a lot of responsibilities and many lives at stake beneath him. Aslan works closely with Sun's Rest and, by extension, Valoran, because in exchange to working with us, he is able to provide for us information about the Sloko, their people, so on and so forth, and we're able to give them a foothold here in Valoran and in Sun's Rest, most importantly. They're going to be making some clutch near enough by that will, of course, be looked after and overlooked very closely.
Well, that is something that he's explained to us.
Then you
In
know
fact-
that our tasks are incredibly important.
Though I'd argue to say that they technically align. The way that Aslan described it to us, these Sloko typically burrow underground to create their clutch, as it were. That being something they already do, they would likely run into the lab at some point that he pointed out. And it's not like it would be more than just one night. if
A
anything.
pre-existing cave network was already discovered, investigated, and selected for this clutch to be in. Changing plans now would be foolish. They'd be entering unknown territory. And I do want to add that people simply being inside that lab has caused a considerable number of earthquakes and put cracks into the foundation of a giant university that sits inside of a mountain that, should it have a landslide, could bring
That's,
untold devastation.
Not going to be a problem anymore.
I understand what has been destroyed down there, but you think cutting holes into this wouldn't cause more shifting of the weight of this mountain? Wouldn't cause more cracks? I ask, are you an engineer?
No.
And he looks to Rena.
No.
Well then, perhaps we should leave it to the engineers to decide on what holes should be cut where and when, after they're done, of course, designing security measures and homes for the people that now reside here underneath my care.
And if Aslan were to say that it would make no difference to tunnel there anyway?
Aslan is not an engineer either. He's a historian.
He is a Sloko. They have instincts, I'm just saying.
I was laughing at Josh.
Oh, okay.
He says, does this rest the matter?
No, I don't think it does. See, here's
I think
here's
it
the
does.
other
I can't
problem.
get anything to say.
Here's the other problem.
Mm-hmm.
Ophios is still down there. We have no idea what's going to happen to him. That being said, he could just as easily transform into something that could be capable of breaking free from what he's in and escaping from there. We just don't know. It seems a bit of a liability to leave him down there.
Seems like it's
I'm
something that you
honest.
should have contemplated before you made the decision to do. You gambled with the friend of yours life.
He made that decision himself.
On
And then let him...
the contrary, it's something that you should probably, if you are worried about the foundation down there and earth shifting and quakes and whatnot, a large snake creature being unleashed with no one to care for it could lead to more issues on that front. Seems maybe now it's just as much our problem as it is yours. He looks at Rena like, is this really what we're doing?
I find it highly unlikely some individual creature, except for, of course, what is believed to be whatever that was down there before, is going to have such an impact. Not without borrowing or the like. I don't know what you and Ophios is up to, but this is something you should have discussed with me beforehand.
From what the Emperor has told us, that thing that we killed down there is a very early version of what Ophios is trying to become. And Scott, I understand that's not exactly how this is working.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to deceive him.
Yep, he says,
yeah.
And then it sounds like Ophios will have to be another problem that I'm going to have to resolve.
Or one that we could preemptively put on some kind of plan to turn into an ally, as we've discussed.
And then what?
I mean,
take this.
He'll have a clutch nearby.
And then what? Take this ally of yours, this powerful, uncontrolled force of destruction, and sick it on the innocent civilians of Paradel?
No. But the leadership. So stupid, I'm sorry.
Did you say that?
No.
Oh, okay. Like,
it is something you would say, but
yeah. I was confused.
I'm just kidding. Just joshing.
Josh?
First of all, I don't think uncontrollable is the right term. I think if we put our pieces in place, he would not be a mindless monster, but more of an educated, powerful Slocum.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were able to get Aslan and a whole clutch on your team, what's a giant snake really? How different is it? If it has the same mental aptitude.
I've given my answer. The answer is no. I cannot divert any resources to this matter that you've now put beneath my feet. This now is a problem that I have to deal with. If this problem hatches into something more grand, it'll be handled then.
What if we are able to assist you with another matter, maybe? We can make this
I do not want
services?
any assistance that the two of you have to offer. I've seen what kind of assistance you provide. It generally leads a trail. I prefer to handle things a little bit more neatly.
I think we're done here, Giannis. It's just
yeah, you have fun with your sandbox, sir. We're headed to the desert. That's not cool. That is not cool. I don't know why I said that.
She's already gone. She's already out the door.
You stand up and start walking out.
Mm-hmm.
He just watches after the two of you.
Thank you for meeting with us on such short notice. Boom, slam the door. I mean, not really like a child, but like a firm closing of the door.
Mm-hmm. Where do you guys go from here?
I can't decide if my cat is as stupid as I am, but he was meowing at the door for like a couple minutes. I let him in. He sat down and then immediately wanted to leave, so I had to let him out. Now he's back at the fucking door again.
He thinks you've disappeared. So now I'll start walking back towards actually probably toward Aslan's study to probably go and speak with him.
Hey Aslan, good news. He said yes, but don't tell anyone. And don't talk about it around him.
Okay. So you go to speak to Aslan?
Yeah, I don't know if Yada says anything on the way. If he's just following.
You good?
I don't know what I expected.
What's that face? He's making a funny
meowing
face.
he's
He's
meowing
doing
at
it
the door
again.
again. Yeah.
Okay, this is what you do. You get some kerosene, okay, right? And then a
Just leave
box
the door
of
slightly
matches.
ajar.
Yep.
Box matches. Okay.
Yep. And then when
Yep.
you strike the matches
No,
against
don't
the
listen to him.
side of the
No.
box, what happens? This is what happens.
Nope.
It lights. Yeah.
You're ready for this? The red powder has a chemical reaction that turns it into white powder. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And that white
He's meowing
powder.
at the door trying to hear you. What
That
about white powder?
that white powder ignites and
Yeah, I
makes
need
a
to get white
flame. Okay,
powder.
listen. It ignites and it makes a flame. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it burns on the stick, and then you take that stick and you drop it onto the kerosene.
Okay. So I get white powder on the stick and then I drop it.
Let's start from the beginning.
All right.
And what does this have to do with creatine? I'm so lost.
All right, go ahead, Rita. Sorry.
I don't even remember what I was saying. Fuck.
We're marching over to Aslan.
What is it? Phosphorus, right?
Fucking
the red phosphorus
goddamn-
turns into white phosphorus. That's not how it works. That's not how matches work. Because white phosphorus is dangerous, but it's small quantities where chemical reaction, it's safe. Is that how matches work?
That's why I buy a lot of boxes of matches when I need some.
Yeah. He's like, I want all the white phosphorus. All right, go ahead.
Say you're sorry.
It's like,
Get your arm
like,
off.
let me down. I don't know. Anyway, I think she said something like, I don't know what I expected.
She was expecting you to say something as you guys were walking over to Aslan. You might say nothing.
Any? Do you have another idea?
Unless Aslan's willing to just do it anyway, we're gonna have to do it ourselves.
Well, now we've alerted Leon to the fact that we want him to. So if he supports us, he's going directly against his new sovereign leader, apparently.
I wish I knew where Ophelia was.
Maybe Nightingale can help us with that as well.
It's a little complicated, but couldn't hurt. Should we wait to talk to her then? I mean,
Yeah, I think we should. Also, Scott, I don't understand why, but I googled how to make white phosphorus, and now there's these flashing red and blue lights outside. Ugh. I don't know what's
Weird.
going on. Oh. My Google's talking to me.
and
up,
there's a
Google.
duplicate Scott. There's a lot
Does
happening right now.
phosphorus glow? Google just searched as phosphorus glow. That's what it got from that conversation. Well,
No idea.
now the cops are coming. Oh well.
If the cops are coming, that's okay. You just need to celebrate.
Here, let me call them.
They don't work that fast in Florida. Woof.
Don't worry, I got someone calling the cops right now. We'll be good.
Hey, it's regicide.
Oh, you do that thing we haven't done in forever. Takes like
What
5
thing?
minutes to load up.
What thing?
Yeah.
He's calling the cops. It's fine. Oh, sorry, am I in
He's got
the
it,
way?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it.
Dude, your hair is still exactly the same.
That was like 2 years ago I did that. Thank you.
Even the hairs on like the left side of your head that kind of like slightly come around onto your forehead. Even those are on that little video. Whoa.
What a Karen, he said.
Hey, Scott. What
Uh,
are seeing you here at my office?
well, now that you go to Aslan's office, he goes, would you like to have a seat on the couch? Let's discuss this favor you want.
That's what I do to him.
Mind you, Messi found out about that couch when he was watching Dragon Ball Z at 17.
No, you were 17 when you found out about the couch.
Sorry, you were 14. Marina, go ahead.
You're not that young.
Okay. I guess we walk into Aslan's office.
No.
Does he get
see
on
him
my
at home.
face that the answer is probably no? Because she doesn't look very happy.
Well, you should probably tell him we met first.
I thought he knew. Oh well. So we met with Leon.
Oh. And I'm assuming that charm that you had mentioned worked out well for you?
Yep. Got us a meeting early.
Oh, great.
So now we can come up with a better idea. And with more time to spare.
Went that poorly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it did.
In this situation, I'd suggest just stop.
Yeah, we're planning on going down and pulling Ophios out.
It's not what I said. You have that cloak. It's in theory going to make its way back here eventually. When the cloak gets here, I can use that as previously mentioned and try to do so in times where I can do so discreetly.
I appreciate that. Thank you. But just be careful, because now that Leon knows what's going on, I fear he might wish to dispose of Ophios before it becomes a bigger problem.
Don't think that I can allow such a thing to happen. As long as Ophios is going to be a person that is able to push forward the Sloko agenda, I'm not going to allow such a thing to happen, not without a fight. I am Sloko first and foremost, but I do have my own responsibilities.
Thank you.
It's not 3 weeks anymore, I guess. It's like 2.5 weeks. Oh no, it's only like 2 days. Okay, so like 3 weeks. Yeah, 3
Would it be the
weeks from
first
now.
assassination attempt?
3 weeks from now would be the earliest, I guess you'd have to go.
That gives 3 weeks to have the cloak returned back to me.
Have you heard anything from Jesslyn?
I have not, no.
Is it Jesslyn or Jocelyn?
Jesslyn, I think.
Ask Viking. Viking.
Hey, Viking.
Is it Jesslyn or Jocelyn?
Hey, Viking, is it Jesslyn or is it Jocelyn? Come on.
Josie Lan, huh?
Jess...
Josie Lan.
Jess...
It's actually Juicy Lawn.
No, it looks like...
Like, bro, that's one juicy lawn you got there.
Hey, Slyin.
How often you water that? You got a juicy lawn.
It's
Kinda-
actually...
Are we gonna play D&D?
Kind of
today,
irrigation
or-
system
Oh,
do you have?
I think we're just gonna
this one
pretend
juicy
to
lawn.
pronunciate. Josie Fine.
Josephine.
Jose's fine? All right.
She's stealing
Jose
stuff.
fine.
Viking, please.
Jokies, she stole your stuff. Who? I don't know that person. It's pronounced as Kevin. Oh, finally, okay,
Oh,
Kevin.
Thanks, Josh. Why didn't you just say that?
Okay.
When
yeah, just
Kevin
start with
returns
that.
the cloak, I'll be able to continue investigating.
Okay, and have you gotten any word back from Jesslyn, as we just asked?
He said,
No.
No, okay. Right.
Well, I'll keep in contact with you then.
We have another meeting tomorrow. We might get some info about it then, but I doubt it.
I hope that things go well for you. There's at the door.
I'll see you at your house. Seems you're still busy.
Okay. Well, so there's a knock on the door, and he says, "Come in." And you can see 2 guards coming to the door.
Shit.
So soon.
One of the guards says, "Excuse me, what's his name? Aslan. I We came to collect the other two.
Okay. Where are we going?
Oh, we were just coming to help you on your journey.
Oh, really? What are your names?
My apologies. We're not going with you. We're showing you the way out.
Oh, I see.
She'll just give a look to Aslan and then grab her stuff.
Good meeting with you.
Aslan said, charming.
And go to
I'll have plenty of time to think in prison. Okay.
So you guys stand up.
Regicide gets arrested. That's the name of this part 5.
like
This is the
every
name of this Sunny episode.
So you guys stand up, and one of the guards says, do you have all your belongings with you? Or do you perhaps have some of them in one of the rooms?
We don't carry much.
We just want to make sure that you don't leave anything behind. It's a dangerous place out there, especially in the mountains. I want to make sure that you have all of your belongings before you leave so your travels can be safe.
Well, I think we're good. I think everything that we have is in the hole or in the backpack, so I think we're okay. So yeah, I'd say, yep. No, we can go whenever you're ready.
Good. If you come this way, please.
Yep, absolutely.
And they will, barring you guys doing anything funky, escort you down and outside of the university. So all the way down to Rena's favorite door. And then into the valley below. It's of course nighttime. It's because you guys had an evening conversation. It's of course nighttime. And they bring you, most of the way to the edge. Like they bring you to the edge of the village, but not completely out of the valley. And they'll gesture and say, "Safe journeys, friends."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Renu should probably actually walk away.
Oh yeah, she already would have. Sorry, that's
okay.
she's already she's not even looking at them. She just walk out.
Oh, okay. Then he'll run to catch up with you. Hey, so I had an idea, and he's holding on to the backpack like a freshman in high school. Hey, so I'm thinking if we start a fire, maybe Nightingale will see. Oh wait, maybe. Well, maybe if we get close enough, I can talk to her telepathically. That's probably our best bet. So we just have to make sure. Man, I totally forgot what she looks like. It's been so long.
I'll send
I gotta
her
be
a
within a
bird.
mile. Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. That's right.
She'll meet with us probably outside the city.
Okay.
That's not.
No, that's
too
cool.
Far, though.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, yeah. Send the bird.
She'll blow the whistle and call a bird down.
What's its name? Hera? No. Athena? Athena flies down. No. So anyways,
the fuck?
Archimedes.
So shit. What was I gonna say? So yeah, a little bird comes down like a mountain bird, like a hawk. Comes down.
She'll just I guess she'll do the message where she tells it like so many words or whatever, and just say something like
25 words, yep.
Oops, we got kicked out.
Oops, I did it again.
Small change of plans.
I'll change of plan. Decided to
Can
leave
you
early.
Meet outside the city. Instead.
Well, maybe a direction would be nice.
Well,
which
we know
gate are
she's
we at?
almost here because
Yeah,
she's
you guys
supposed to meet
probably
us tomorrow. So
Probably meet east
east
outside
of the city then.
A
Yeah.
mile east of the east gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
East? I thought you said west.
Adam Weast.
That was
Didn't he
close,
die?
SpongeBob.
Did Adam Weast die?
Yeah, he did.
Thought so. Thought he did.
Thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome. I bring a lot of things up.
None
so
of
we'll
my
do that
things.
I guess I'll head in that direction. Actually, would I know where we're heading?
East.
Yeah, east. Yeah.
But what for? Were we already planning to go that way?
Yeah, Hod Gwen.
Well, I mean, we have to meet with Nightingale first, but yeah. we're going
Actually,
east.
realistically, Leshev or Forvin or Hod Gwen, whichever one you can get to first, hop in the river and head down to Oslo.
Okay, so then I'll just start heading in that direction.
Yep. And you guys do not head too far, like you just previously said. You just kind of head far enough to set up a campfire for overnight. And hopefully things are relatively safe in the area. As a matter of fact, you guys make a campfire not too far outside of the city. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
a couple miles.
one of the things that ends up happening is a good, like, in the middle of the night, I was. So you guys are there, and we'll say, it's Rena's turn that she's up and, sitting there bored, doing her watch as Yondis is.
I got a work message. Sorry. I'm just texting back.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about you. No, she really wasn't paying attention. I was talking about Rena, the character.
Oh,
not Rena,
that
the
too.
person.
Sorry.
Wow, she wasn't. Wow, you called yourself out.
Sheesh.
So there's Rena sitting there bored on watch while the whatever's going on. When actually a group of armored people approach. I imagine she stands up aggressively. She's got like her shoulder stance.
she's not gonna stand. She's just gonna sit there unless they approach her.
Yeah,
If
we're
they're
too
approach-
badass.
if
We
they're
don't have to get up
approaching, then
anymore.
They
I'm just
absolutely
gonna
approach.
stand or sit. I'm just sitting. It's my camp.
They absolutely approach.
I'm
It's
not in town.
4 of them approach, and as they
Okay.
approach, you can actually see that they're wearing Valorant colors. And the guards. One of the guards walks up and says, "Hey, how are you doing there?"
Well,
Fine.
how about yourself?
Oh, you're
You're
asleep,
sleeping.
I think.
I'm sleeping.
Fine.
It's a bit of a cold evening. Do you mind if we join you?
Are you on your way to the city?
Doing rounds. We're just looking to take a short rest, and thought the nice warm fire would be a good break for like a half hour or so before we get back to the road.
Okay. I don't see why not.
The 4 of them would sit down, and they'd just make idle small talk with you. I imagine Rena herself is pretty guarded. You can go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Can I roll a check to wake up?
No.
What?
Like, you've done enough damage. Look,
I know. I want to do more. I
this
want to
is-
do more.
I can't what you said. That's Rena's half of the planet. That's you and Ophios' half. Rena's half,
24?
you and Ophios.
Oh my god. Hey, Rena, let's burn all of this through before Tyler comes back.
Mm-hmm.
He'll never know how much we have.
It's 6 a session if no one loves you.
6 a session. That sounds good.
Wow. Look at chat, Rena.
I don't want to look at chat.
Yeah, look at chat.
I'm not making.
I'll
eye
read it to
contact
you.
with chat.
Unfunny one
You
says,
don't have to read it to me. It's fine. I've already
got
seen it.
your
I don't.
back.
Just shut up. Shut up.
I got your back.
I rolled a 20 in insight. What did that give
got
me,
your
Scott?
back. Oh, what happens is with your 20 insight, you're actually able to assess the situation and see they got your back.
Okay.
No,
And what does that give
there's
me?
actually nothing uncouth about this whatsoever. It's just a group of people that happens to be passing through, so on and so forth. And they literally are. They don't even know that you were kicked out yet.
Oh,
Because it's not
cool.
like, yeah. It's one of those once you identify yourself who you are, if you even do, I was like, oh, hey, da-da-da. But if you don't, then they just leave it alone. But eventually they get up and part ways. Like, wow, your friend's a heavy sleeper. And he's just sitting there pretend sleeping. How?
Am I pretend sleeping?
And they go off into the distance.
As soon as
Look
I
at the
turn around, I
fire.
shoot it. Soul knife.
Look at the fire. Just think, that could be your cat. But it's not. So shh. So in the meanwhile, Rena, the morning you guys get up and you're able to meet with Nightingale. Now, the big question is, before you meet with Nightingale, would you like to take a quick break?
Yes.
You can respond to that email. Messy can go
I
pee.
have to make a phone call.
I can go pee on
Yes.
my emails.
Interesting. All right, let's take a quick break so Rena can handle what she needs to. I need to make sure I do this the old-fashioned way because this isn't going to work, is it? Hold on. Nope, not working. I don't know why. Okay, old-fashioned way. Click. And... oh, click this one. That one works. Okay. And
Thank
click. You're good.